By the way, the recordings that I am making here will continue to go on YouTube, and they will continue to go on our private group Facebook page. We're going to pick up where we left off on Friday, and I'm going to talk to you about finding more seller listings. We're in a shifting market. Fewer properties are being sold, and the key to survive in a shifting market is to double down on lead generation and take your unfair share of listings. So the analogy that I usually use here is we're having friends over for pizza. We're going to watch a football game and eat pizza. There's 10 of us, and we're going to order 2 large pizzas. There's 20 slices. Everybody gets 2. And the pizza delivery guy delivers 1 pizza, not 2. Now there's 10 slices and 10 people. I'm still getting my 2. I'm going to get my unfair share. Now, the rest of you can figure out how you're going to divide the other 9 slices. Now, don't take that as a comment of I'm selfish or I only care about me. This conversation is about you. It's not about me. In the market that we're in, I don't want you to focus on fair share. There is no such thing in a real estate market ever. And there's no such thing as fair share in a shifting market. The economists are predicting approximately 3,400,000 homes sold in 2023. 3,400,000. That's from Doug Duncan. Now, there were 6.2 million homes sold in 2021, just for reference. And at the beginning of 2021, they were predicting about 5.8 million sold beginning of 2022. Excuse me. They were predicting about 5.8 million homes sold for the year 2022. As the year wraps up, that number looks like it's going to be closer to 4.8 to 4.9 million. And the prediction next year is 3.4 million. Now, don't be scared. I want you to think opportunity. This is a skill-based market. Write it down. This is a market of extra opportunity or extra efforts. This is a market of extra effort. Write it down. Don't write down my goofs, just write down what I got right, okay? Now, I'm going to talk to you about 4 things today that you could do to find more seller listings that are going to come fast and furious. Here they come. First thing is work expired listings. This is picking up from where we left off on Friday. If you're paying attention, there's a ton of scripts in this conversation, so please pay attention. I want you to call expired listings every single day. I also want you to call cancel listings every single day. And if you're working in a market where withdrawn listings are off the market, no longer the property of the listing agent, call them. And the question is super simple. Hey, Megan, John Dietz. Thank you for John Dietz with Blank Real Estate Company. Thank you for taking my call. Just curious, are you still interested in selling your home? Now, you're going to get a number of answers. Doesn't matter what they say. I want you to follow up with, before I go, remember they're getting ready to hang up on you because they're not happy. Don't ask them how they're doing. They're not doing good. It's their listing expired. The next question I want you to ask, regardless of what they say, is, if I had a full price offer today, would you want me to bring you the offer? If I had a full price offer today, would you want me to bring you the offer? If you hear, I'm going to wait until March, I'm going to wait until April, I'm going to wait until after the holidays, I want you to respond with, just curious, is it going to be easier or harder to sell your home when there's more competition? Or would it be easier to sell your home when there's less competition like there is today? In other words, if you're thinking of waiting until after the holidays, is it possible that there's a lot of other people who are thinking about the same thing? And if that's true, there'll be more competition after the holidays, wouldn't there? And I notice you're selling your home for $500,000. If a buyer showed up on your doorstep next week with $500,000 cash, they're going to buy your home, close in 30 days. You know it's going to close. What would you do? Wait for them to answer. This is critically important. If you talk after that, you lost. Wait for them to answer. The answer more than likely is going to be, well, I'd sell my home. Remember, you're playing chess and you just move one of your chess pieces and you're setting up checkmate. Checkmate is if your home is not on the market What's the possibility of that buyer showing up at your front door with a full price offer? You know, if I can come over and take a look at your home, take some notes, ask some questions, then it's possible that I could bring you that full price offer. If you knew that I was going to bring you a full price offer, would you want me to see your home? Wait for them to answer. If they say yes, I've got tomorrow at 4 o'clock, or would 5 be better for you? Okay, move on to for sale by owners. Hello, Vito. This is John Dietz with Blank Real Estate Company. Thank you for taking my call. I notice you're selling your home by owner, and I'm just curious, is it still available? And if they follow up with yes, I want you to respond with, if I had a full price offer today, would you want me to bring you the offer? Yeah, I know, same script for an expired listing, it works, okay? Now, you might hear, do you have an offer? I want you to respond with possibly, but I won't know until I see your home. That's exactly why we should get together. Does today at 4 o'clock work, or would tomorrow at 5 p.m. work? If they respond with, well, what's your commission? Tell them. Don't tell them anything that's not exactly what it is. In other words, if your commission to represent the buyer in that transaction is 3%, and then simply say, well, my commission is 3% to represent the buyer if you accept the offer. If I don't bring you an offer that you like, you're not going to accept the offer, and my fee is 0. In other words, it doesn't cost anything to give me an opportunity to take a look at your home so I could potentially bring you a buyer. You know, if you knew that I was the right real estate agent to sell your home, and you knew that I was going to sell your home, would you want me to see your home? You know, before you say no, let's just say, for example, you say no, and 3 months from now, your home is for sale, and I sold one of your neighbor's homes instead of yours. How would you feel about that? Now, 3 months from now, if there's more homes for sale and it's harder to sell your home, and yet it's still for sale, how would you feel about that? If the values of your home goes down between now and 3 months from now, and now you're looking at selling your home for less money, how would you feel about that? You know, I noticed that you're selling your home for $500,000. If my fee is 3% to represent the buyer in the sale of your home, that's $15,000. And if the value of your home dropped by $20,000 in the next 3 months, did you save money or did you lose money by saying no to giving me an opportunity to come see your home? If interest rates go up, is your home more affordable or is it less affordable? If a neighbor in your home sells their home, it's a distress sale. They have to sell it, and it sells for less money. Is the value of your home going up or down? If property in your neighborhood is foreclosed on, is the value of your home going up or down? Did you own a home back in 2008? And if you did you still own that same home in 2010? Now, knowing what you know now, if you could go back in time and sell your home in 2008 versus hanging on to it until 2010, what would you do? This is another opportunity to wait for them to answer the question, because the answer you're more than likely going to get is, I would have sold it. Now, here's your response to that. What if this time is like that time? Okay, circle prospecting. Pick a property. Well, first of all, pick a neighborhood. Every day, you're going to be able to find a neighborhood that you work that has a home that's sold. Please write that down. I want you to circle prospect around that property that just sold every day. Now, the conversation is, hey, Sandra, John Dietz with Blank Real Estate Company. Thank you for taking my call. The reason for my call is a home in your neighborhood recently sold, which is great news. Our challenge now is we still have buyers that are looking for great homes like yours. And I was just curious, who do you know that might be thinking of selling their home? be quiet and listen. Now, if you made 50 calls like this every single day, 40 calls, 30 calls, if you spoke to 10, 20 people every single day, you would find people who are thinking of selling their home. I promise. Now, remember, we're looking for opportunity, period, not just opportunity right now. So if somebody says, well, I'm thinking of selling my home, but it's not going to be until next year. You know, I've got a son or daughter in school and I'm not selling until they graduate. Cool. I'm going to be selling homes a year from now. And I would love to earn the opportunity to be your realtor. Here's what that means. I'd love to send you interesting information on the real estate market once a month and just check in every 3 or 4 months. And would it be okay if I added you to that group? In other words, would it be okay if I stayed in touch with you, added value, gave you interesting information on the real estate market, and hopefully earn the opportunity to be your realtor a year from now when you're ready to sell? Now, success is in the follow-up. When you talk to people who are thinking of selling their home, these are future listing opportunities. What if you work 250 days a year and you created one new future listing opportunity every single day? You would have 250 potential sellers in your pipeline, yes or yes. And when you're following up with those 250 people forever, because you reject rejection, because no is not a word that lives in your vocabulary. No simply means not yet, which means at any time during that year, if you hear, well, you know, I'm still selling my home. However, I've got a really good friend that's a real estate agent, so you don't need to call me anymore. I want you to respond with, awesome, I understand, and I'll talk to you next month. You're not going to stop calling. Reject rejection. Remember that people will never change their mind, but they will make a new decision based on new information. All right, database. You've got 100 people in your CRM. You've got 200, you have 300, whatever that number is. Approximately 6.5% of them are going to move every year, according to National Association of Realtors. According to Gary Keller and the Millionaire Real Estate Agent, for every 12 people that you are in relationship with in your CRM, you should expect 2 closed sales every year. So take the number of people that are in your CRM that are either sphere of influence, people who know you, like you, and know that you're a real estate agent, or past clients, divide that number by 12, multiply that number by 2. No, divide the total number by 12. Yeah, and then multiply that number by 2 is how many closed transactions you should get from your sphere of influence and past clients. Simple conversation to them. Hey, Angel, John D, it's been a couple of months since we talked. Just wanted to check in and let you know I was thinking about you. How's your family? How's work? Are you still working at blank, blank, blank? I noticed on Facebook that you guys went on a cruise to the Bahamas. Did you have a great time? What was your favorite part? And Angel, just out of curiosity, if you knew of anybody that was looking to buy or sell a home, especially sell a home, because inventory is still low and it's still a great time to sell. Did you guys hear that message that I'm delivering to Angel? She owns a home, right? Okay, because inventory is low and it's still a great time to sell your home. So I'm especially looking for sellers. If you know of somebody who's thinking of selling their home, would you possibly refer them to me? When she responds, yes, who do you know right now? That's all you got to do. Who do you know right now? Don't have that conversation every week. Go away, you're weird. It's not even every month. It's every 3 months. And as long as you are making deposits, you're bringing value. You're adding value to their life. Then it's okay to occasionally make a withdrawal. In other words, Megan, deposit, 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 deposit. Hey, just out of curiosity, who do you know that might be thinking of selling their home? If you knew of somebody, would you refer them to me? All right, I've got 8:52. Talk to me. What did you hear?